Everyone thought this year was different. The Clippers had finally assembled the perfect roster. James Harden was playing with purpose. Kawhi Leonard looked healthy, for once, and they had the depth, the size, and the experience to make a real run. But here we are, again, one game away from elimination, after another late-game collapse, another broken promise, another chapter in the Clippers' long, brutal history of underachieving at the worst possible time. And the craziest part? They weren't even that bad. They just weren't good enough. This series between the Nuggets and Clippers has been nothing short of war. Momentum shifts, injuries, technical fouls, game winners, meltdowns. And now it's heading to a Game 7 that no one saw coming. How did we get here? And how did it all fall apart? Again, for the Clippers. Let's rewind. This was supposed to be a heavyweight fight. The reigning champs, the Denver Nuggets, entered the playoffs with swagger but also pressure. They'd coasted through parts of the season, and some questioned if they were still hungry. Jokic was brilliant, as always, but Jamal Murray's health was a constant question mark. Depth was a concern, and everyone wondered, could they do it again? Then came the Clippers. They were loaded. Kawhi, Harden, Westbrook, Zubac, and a bench full of veterans who'd been there before. This wasn't a young team figuring it out. This was a team built to win now. The matchup felt unfair, like a Western Conference final had accidentally been scheduled in the first round, but the tone was set early. This wasn't going to be easy for anyone. Game 1 went as expected. Jokic dominated. The Nuggets played like champions, but the Clippers didn't panic. In Game 2, they punched back hard. James Harden looked like 2018 MVP Harden, slicing through Denver's defense, hitting step-backs, dropping dimes. The series was tied and LA had momentum. Jamal Murray, cold, uncomfortable, quiet, but behind the scenes, something was brewing. Kawhi Leonard wasn't moving quite right. The minutes were lower. The explosiveness was inconsistent. He wasn't saying anything, but the whispers were getting louder. Was he hiding another injury? No one had answers yet, but the cracks were starting to show. Game 3 was a war. Ugly, physical, chaotic. The Clippers took it, barely. Westbrook dove for every loose ball like it was Game 7 of the finals. Zubac muscled Jokic into tough shots. It felt like LA had found their identity, but then Game 4 flipped the script. Denver came out like they'd had enough. Jokic exploded for a triple-double. Aaron Gordon attacked the rim like a man possessed. Even the role players, Christian Braun, Peyton Watson, started making plays. Series tied. Again. And now Kawhi's absence couldn't be ignored. He sat out stretches, looked passive. Fans were asking the same thing. Is he saving himself for Game 6 and 7? Or is he already broken? Meanwhile, inside the Clippers locker room, the vibes weren't exactly pristine. Russ was visibly frustrated with his minutes. Bones Highland didn't even suit up, and Ty Lue, tight-lipped, always. Game 5 was Harden's masterpiece. He dropped 28, controlled the pace, and made it look easy. The Nuggets looked flat. Jamal Murray was nowhere to be found. Jokic was efficient but alone. The Clippers were now one win away from advancing. And that's where things got dangerous. James Harden told reporters, "We're locked in." But Jamal Murray, quiet all game, walked off the court, looked over his shoulder, and said something different. Game 6 is going to be the toughest. He wasn't wrong. The Clippers started Game 6 on fire. Threes were falling. Kawhi looked spry for the first time in days. Harden attacked relentlessly, scoring or assisting on nearly every possession. By halftime, the Clippers led. And then, the Nuggets snapped. Peyton Watson, yes, the rookie, started hitting shots from the corner. Aaron Gordon bullied everyone inside. Bruce Brown brought chaos. And Jokic? He didn't force anything. He just waited like a chess master for the moment to strike. In the third quarter, it all unraveled. Harden missed. Turnover. Westbrook forced a drive. Zubac fouled Jokic. Suddenly, the lead was gone, and so was the Clippers' confidence. Late in the fourth, it wasn't even about tactics. The Clippers just froze. Again, another playoff meltdown. In the exact same building, against the exact same team that embarrassed them in the bubble. You couldn't script it better, or worse. This wasn't just a Game 6 loss. This was the same story, on repeat. Just like 2020 when the Clippers blew a 3-1 lead to Denver in the bubble. Just like 2021 when Kawhi tore his ACL during a hopeful run. Just like every other year where it all looked so promising until it didn't. Kawhi's health? Still a mystery. Harden's leadership? Still questioned. Ty Lue's coaching? Suddenly under fire. And the fans? Tired. Not angry. Just tired. Memes flooded Twitter. Clippers gonna Clipper. It's the curse. They're allergic to success. But was it really just bad luck? Or is this franchise just built on sand? Game 7 is coming. The Nuggets smell blood. Jokic is locked in. Murray's back. The role players are rolling. And the Clippers? They're fragile. Kawhi's status is up in the air. Harden can only carry so much. Russ is playing with fury, but not always control. If they win, it'll be a miracle. If they lose, well, it might be the end of the road. For this core, for this era, for this dream. This isn't just a playoff series anymore. It's a referendum on Harden's legacy, on Kawhi's body, on the Clippers' identity. They were supposed to be different this time, but the ghosts are back. And now, in a do-or-die Game 7, the only thing scarier than the Nuggets is history repeating itself again.